Okay, so next we have this circle spread, and this is very similar. It's a collection of the disks now, so let me increase size as well and spread width. So you can see it's very similar to what we have at polygonal with some changes little bit applied. So we can look, and again, this is a circle spread, so we have position. -1 will place us on outside of the end of the lens, and we can reposition as well base it on your preferences. So same things, brightness, scale over size, spread, it's how the elements spread in the lens. We have how many, of course, elements can count. You can manually type or use it. Size random, same things as before, -1 no randomly, or you can apply randomness, as well as a brightness and size and color. So it's very similar. Again, if we're going to -1, it will no random will apply it in this case. Okay, as well we have it color and anamorphic if we want to apply it. So this is very similar to the polygon, except we don't have this fade or feathering effect, but overall it will be same effect for the group of the circles. So it's collection of the circles, we can control it. Okay, so next what I want to look, it is interesting, it's an elliptical Gaussian. And this is imperfection or Gaussian. It's very specific to Nikon, with older Nikon still cameras, so to allow you control and kind of effect. So you can see simulations done very well. Right here, I like how in the middle it's imperfection. So it's very specific distortion, and you can still, of course, it's up to you. You can use it on your other effects, but overall, if for example you photo shooting on a Nikon and you want to add some imperfection, this is probably elliptic Gauss you want to use effect if you want simulating. And very few properties here, of course, is position, brightness, scale, also anamorphic, and overall thin color that we can apply it. Okay, next let's go check, and it will be star Gaussian. Let's enable. So this is kind of interesting effect because it is simulating. Right here you can see slightly greenish one when it's going on the middle, dissipating, so it's a fade to the center, but this is simulating the coating reflection perfection on the lens. By default it's set to the green color. You can change this, and we have the same very primitive kind of basic section. So we have a position to the center. One thing to notice, if it's on the middle, it should be fade out all the way. So you also have the brightness that you may override it. Okay, and scale for your element. This actually very useful star Gaussian effect when you want to add some small color shifting or lighting. And as example, let me go shrink. Right here you can see I was using one, even placed right on the side, so you can as well in some cases was using to place on a side. So overall I do surprisingly find this element it's quite a bit useful and some different effects. So for example, right here on the side we can see we have a star Gaussian using to create this kind of interesting lens effect on the side. So this is very nice complementary light effect you can add to the lenses, which create additional dimensions. Again, the more you use it, more you find, but overall this star Gaussian, how it says, it's very basic settings: position, brightness, scales, anamorphic, and color. Okay, so let's go ahead. We'll open next one, and we'll go check the faded ring. This is very interesting element. It's representing ring, and you notice it will fade towards the edges. So when I'm moving around, it will be on the middle, will be full brightness, and as we're moving to the edges, it starts fading. Okay, same. We have it very basic positioning from the center. brightness of the ring, and scale of the ring. So this is ring combination with other ones. You can create very interesting and nice effects. So let me go reposition a little bit. There you go. So we can readjust the fading, and how I say, the combinations and adding with other elements can create a nice fading ring effect. Okay, so let's go ahead and delete this one. Okay, our other one is stripe, and stripe is almost like fading light. This is in some cases nice, and I use it quite a bit. You can use that same stripe for multiple effects. We will use it same for the light leak simulating, not necessarily lens effect, more as a camera problem, but we can still be using the same stripe. So right here we have it same first basic elements, but we add a little bit more. So position from the center, brightness over all elements. We also have a link of these elements, we can control it. Softness, which apply feathering over the outside color, and angle, position that one place this. Okay, here's a couple things. You'll notice right here on the middle we have it center color. So to remove it, you can disable the center color. This is one way to do it. Or you can switch the center color to the black, which will remove as well. So it's up to how you want it. Sometimes maybe you don't want line, go in the center, and you want to pop up your softness, reduce links, and you can see now we have it almost like square effect that we can use it and position maybe along the lines. Okay, so let's go right here, reduce our softness. So we'll use this effect stripe quite a bit in a lot of over the lenses. It's very nice, very interesting effect, and have a lot of options. Well, surprisingly to these presets, but you can have a lot of different options that you can work with combinations.